Girl, when I tell you I've been dealing with some stuff with my passport, have mercy. It's the haul. Hey, so this is a late day vlog. I'm getting ready to go out to dinner with hubby and some new friends. And I'm trying to decide what I'm going to wear. I also have to run to the post office because, girl, when I tell you I've been dealing with some stuff with my passport, have mercy. Like, what is going on in the world? I'll get back to you on that. But right now I'm trying to decide what I'm going to wear for dinner. This is a really, really nice restaurant. It's really cute, upscale. So I want to dress it up a bit. I have to steam this out. I'm thinking about this one because it has a great fabric, great fit, and you can really dress this up or down. It's really nice. This was giving me church girl brunchy vibes, so I don't know if I do this one for dinner, although it's really pretty. I love the pleat, and the detail kind of has like a silk vibe, although I think it's poly, but it's really pretty. As you can see, red is the theme tonight. So I'm torn between this dressier banana one or this skirt that I picked up in Vermont, which is a flowy dress skirt. It's actually made of wool, but it's got linen vibes. It's kind of sheer and it's lined. Oh my God. Oh no, I knocked the camera down. Hold up. I had a bootleg rig set up here. Let me fix this. Hold on. I hope that's the spot we were in. Anyway, let me make sure I tilt this up a little more, just in case. Okay, so this is the other look. I was thinking about doing this skirt with this top, but then it kind of feels a little too cash for an upscale restaurant, although I could dress it up with some jewelry. Loving this skirt, but I think I'm leaning more toward the simple red dress, and I'm just gonna wear it with, you know, I think I'm gonna leave my necklace on. I have on a simple necklace already. This is just a little Bulgari pendant necklace that I love. It's got onyx. So I'm thinking about just wearing that and keeping it simple with this. It's going to be a little cooler this evening, so that's another thing I have to contend with. I don't know if I'm going to put a light sweater with it or if I'm going to just thug it out. It's going to be 70, but of course, with it not being sunny, it's going to feel a little bit cooler. Haven't decided what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to pull my hair up because it's time for a wash. I did these fun twists almost a week ago, but I want to wash and moisturize. It's been holding up really well with moisture. I used some of the Shea Moisture's Kinky Curly Styling Gel, and it keeps the curls really moist. Anywho, I have to run to the post office and mail this darn application again. It's date night. This day was not giving. It was overcast and rainy and drizzly and wet, so I opted for something comfy. I am not messing with this weather. I don't need problems, Pops. It's the next day. I went over to Trader Joe's and just picked up some of my staples along with a few new things. Check it out. This is the haul. Blueberries. I have 2 of these. My daughter's already taken one out. Of course, some baby spinach. Some corn cheese arepas for the crunch to try. Some pasta. I tried a pasta of theirs a couple months ago and I really liked it, so I thought I'd give this a shot as well. 2 bags of broccoli, my Pellegrino, of course, that's my fave. So this popcorn right here, it's so good. You have to go get a bag before it runs out. I guess they bring this out every spring because last spring, at the end of spring, no, it was probably like July, I want to say. I went back to get more of them and they didn't have any left. So when I saw these today, I was like, oh, grab 3 bags, pears, strawberries, the best salsa of all time. So good. Cucumber. I don't think I've ever had chimichurri sauce. So I wanted to check this out. My mouth is watering. I'm looking at all this good stuff. Avocados.
Same. My mouth is watering too. It makes me want to have that right now.
What?
The food.
Yeah. Cucumber, of course. This fried rice is so good. You got to try that too. You can't lose with Trader Joe's. Let's just call it what it is. How cute is she? We've had her now for about 3 weeks. She's such a sweet little bunny. I was told they're very clean. They're not. They're not. I clean her cage probably 2 to 3 times a day just because I can just, and I have a sensitive nose, so that doesn't help. I can smell like her food, her hay. I love my children. They love their bunnies. So mommy's going to tough it out. Having her is definitely much easier than the kitten I tried with. We had a kitten last summer for about a week and probably about a week, but it was too much. I think the kitten was much younger than what I was told because her tummy was getting upset from the food I bought for her. I tried a number of different foods. She kept using it all over the place. And it was just too much for me to keep up with. Even though I had to clean her cage frequently, it's definitely much easier having her. I felt like with the kitten, it was like having a newborn baby because I had to look after her so much in terms of making sure she didn't use it around the house. And she was too young to be away from her mother. So I got a refund, gave the kitten back, and I think that was a really good decision. Now that I have the bunny, she's already trained herself to not use it around the house. The first day she got here, she was incredibly nervous, I think, and she was just dropping little pellets everywhere. But now she's fine. We can let her run around freely, and she doesn't use it all over the place, although I found a spot where she had been going. So I keep her contained to the sunroom and the play area, which is tons of space for her. I try to anyway. Sometimes she sneaks off. So I actually want to order like a baby gate so she can't leave the sunroom. Other than that, it's been great. You know, bunnies are very docile and sweet. They don't make noise, and I don't mind noise. I can't do barking though. I can't do a barking dog. But she's been great. She's very soft and sweet. Pee-pee paws. How do you get rid of the pee-pee paws though? I took her into the pet store. I was asking them if I can get her groomed, and they said people don't bring bunnies in to get groomed. So I was like, oh, that's different. So they said they're really clean and meticulous about keeping their fur clean, but for whatever reason, her paws are a little stained. So I'm thinking about just buying like some pet shampoo and just cleaning her paws for her, keeping her paws really clean. Anyway, she's been sweet. Also, passport. I wanted to tell you about the passport. What an ordeal. If you're applying for a passport or if you're renewing and updating your passport, if you don't have 10 to 12 weeks to spare, I say get expedited service just to be on the safe side. At least in Jersey where I am, you have to get an appointment just to go in to apply for the passport or to renew the passport. You have to have an appointment. And when we set my appointment up, that was one of the last ones available for like a month or 2 months or something ridiculous like that. Long story short, I go into the post office, go to submit my application and payment, etc. I don't know what was going on with this Karen that day I went in, but she was Karening really hard, gave me a hard time, denied, refused my application. I had to call the postmaster, write a letter, do that whole thing. Her boss then finds me an emergency appointment. I go in, put the application, done. Or so I thought. We were not done. Less than 3 weeks later, I received a letter from the passport agency saying, hey, if you're putting in a name change, you also have to submit this application complete. And I'm like, what? I'm not putting in we did say name. I was just asking them to take the space out of Larie. My name is Larie. The R is capital, but there are no spaces. Whenever I'm applying for something, for whatever reason, people always add a dash, or they treat my name as if it's in 2 parts. Larie. L-A space R-I-E. And I don't know why they do that. When I write it, it's written all together. And I just don't know. I don't know. It's like that on my high school diploma, my college degree. On my high school diploma, I think they put a dash. My college degree is a big old space. It's just an ordeal when it comes to people writing my name. So I said, you know what? When they sent me the letter, I freaked out. I called the passport agency. You're not getting anyone. By the way, there's no one to talk to. There's only person you're going to speak to is a person that can tell you how to fill out the application. Literally, that's it. They can't pull up your account. At least that's what I was told. He said, just send the letter back along with whatever they're requesting. I wrote a letter just saying, please reprint my passport as is. Please disregard my request for the change and to just print it as is. And that I'd also like to request expedited service, because at this point, I'm like, I won't have my passport in time. They still hadn't processed anything. There's an 8 to 10 week processing window for passports in this country. So heads up, I'm telling you. I had a cousin that missed her trip to Africa behind something like this with the post office. It's just madness. So I send the letter back in certified because I'm like, I don't want any trouble. I need a tracking number for this. I send it in. Girl, not even 2 weeks later, another letter comes back saying, you know what? You asked for expedited service. You need to do this whole other application. It's $130. And I was just like, I just sent in $60. They said $60 on the phone. So I wrote back again, like, please, here's my phone number. Here's an email. Someone, please, if there's any more questions, let me know. I don't want to miss my trip. Here are my travel dates, etc. Long story short, they got my passport to me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I have my passport. So I wanted to get on here and tell you, sis, bruh, if you're applying for a passport or renewing, please do it now and do it with expedited service. That's all I can say. And anyone that's even got less than maybe 3 or 4 weeks out, there are passport agencies that you can physically walk into if there's an emergency. For example, when I took my kids to France a couple summers ago, my son's passport needed to be updated. It wasn't going to be renewed in time. So we physically went over to Manhattan, went to the passport office, and they renewed us on the spot. Like we walked away with the passport, an updated passport, or we got it in a few days or something. So just a heads up, if you're in an emergency situation, they can renew it. You can physically walk into a passport agency. You just have to find out where yours is. Like I said, the nearest one to us was in New York. So we had to hop on a train and go over to the city. If you're applying for a passport, do it now. And do it with expedited service if you do not have 10 or 12 weeks to spare. Straight up, I'm just telling you, you don't want these problems. Anyway, also, I have to tell you, I'm headed on a mommy's trip for Mother's Day weekend. I'm so pumped up. My babe went all out and planned some amazing details. Y'all, girl, I was almost in tears. He had a spreadsheet with restaurants and shopping. He found a vineyard. I'm so excited. My plan is to go there to relax, have a little bit of wine, kick my feet up. I'm going to vlog a tiny bit. I'm not going to go crazy. Sometimes I'll go somewhere and I'm all about capturing some of the moment and details, and I'll do a little bit for sure. But I'm going to have a little extra time as well. So I will document some of the trip because I simply love documenting things, but it won't be a whole production, Anyway, I hope you're having a great spring. I'm so happy kids are going to be getting out of school soon. We'll all have more time together. So that's exciting. We have some, like I said, we have some more travel coming up. Of course, I plan to bring you along. If you want some travel ideas, please remember to subscribe. If you like lifestyle content, subscribe. If you like to have fun, subscribe and like. I will see you soon. Bye.